Hey, I was just thinking about the classic Diovesky quote. I don't know how to say his name. Just say that. I'll just say that. But I was thinking about his classic quote. It's like you have excuse my pauses. Just trying to set myself up here, you know. The real first thought I had coming out here was, how about forgetting what I should be doing? I feel like I never really forget what I should be doing, like at all times, just because of, likely it's because of my influence sphere and the influences that I've chosen to, I guess, have. It's like all very consistent reminders of what I should be doing, because there very much is a thing that you should be doing with life, and everybody has figured out that on their own terms, and that's the truth of the matter. But as always, I think with the truth of the matter, we forget the truth of the matter, because well, I mean, obviously it's not easy to see. I mean, and also it's like, you need faith. You gotta have faith. Like, you need to believe, obviously. You need to believe that you will do the things that you should be doing. I believe I will. And so much goes into that. It's like, but realistically, it's just right now. You just have to stay good right now, because right now is all there is, you know. Like, yeah, you just have to stay good in the now, you know. I guess a big part of me wanted to explain what is good and what people should be doing, but I don't know, I don't actually want to, just because I know, and I don't really want to extrapolate more on that, for many reasons. One of them is, like, you know, if you really plot it all out, it's kind of useless in some sense, like, because you're gonna forget all of it anyways, because you can only experience stuff in the present, you know, and the present only allows for so much, you know. And so, sure, I could list all this stuff that you know, the goodness that should be done, but I have before many times. I'm good off of that now, you know, just because it'll come when it comes now. You know, like I mentioned just now, there's only so much that can be contained in the now. You can't put all of it. You just can't put all of it at once. It has to come piece by piece. And I have faith it will come piece by piece, because I always remember. It always comes. But it's interesting how I feel nowadays, that I always remember and that it never goes away. However, there was a period, I'd say like almost a year ago, where, because I had gone down many months of not having those influences, because I was in a relationship, my influences just shifted entirely, because of I wasn't dedicated to God anymore, and the search for truth and goodness anymore, and so prolonged life without the influences of that stuff, then yeah, I genuinely forgot. I remember journaling and asking myself these questions, and it was crazy to me because I felt like I had some of these answers previously, but realistically, I needed to sit with the questions again because of I guess the lack of awareness. And that's what it is, and what's it called? With life, there's like two pieces. It's becoming aware of the goodness and love, and then the second piece is the action, the pursuit of love outward, to your fullest extent, to your highest excellency. But yeah, it's basically like, that's the initial question I kind of had for anybody that was watching this, was, do you remember what you're supposed to do? And not necessarily for somebody watching this, because I didn't necessarily think, but the question I had for anybody that I could ask is, do you remember what you should be doing? Just because I guess I've lived in such a concentrated, curated influence sphere that it's just it's like, it's obviously been coming my way in some sense in terms of the awareness. And also, it's like I actively was in search for this awareness. So I guess people's answers would be based off of their influences. I guess it makes me think, like, is curating influences truly the move, I guess, because I've always thought it to be, but obviously I have this like habit of trying to prove myself wrong all the time, which I've only like really recently in life tried to not get rid of, but just sort of analyze better, because it's what initially I feel like had kept me from understanding the full truth of the matter. Because obviously, once I did have the understanding of the truth of the matter, I tried to prove myself wrong. Because, and it's like this belief that stemmed from earlier in life, when I noticed that most people, when proven wrong, or most people so, confident about their perspective, could be proven wrong. And so I felt, okay, I'm just like that. I would likely be very confident in my perspective, and I need to be able to see if it can be proven wrong, and it's sort of like this, it's like, I guess it's like the virtue that I wanted to see in people the most, and so it's the one I applied to myself, I guess. I don't know. How often, how possible is it for people to challenge their perspective, I guess? Especially once like the brain's fully developed, it gets really hard, It's really hard. And obviously, because my brain is coming to the end of its development now, I'm almost 23, and in the past year I feel like I have like grounded myself in that truth that people generally ground themselves with and then stick with throughout after their mental development. So it's very fascinating, I guess. But yeah, I remember what I need to be doing though. Sometimes it's not super specific, I feel like once you're starting out, it is very close to the new year. Once you're starting out, you don't gotta be too specific about it. Like, there's like the general stuff, there's like the general stuff that mostly everybody knows, Then you get into the little more intricacies. Yeah. Speaking about stuff that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go read now. So yeah, I started reading this earlier. Really exciting, man. Words are powerful. Reading specific words can be so powerful. It's the influences thing that I mentioned earlier, I guess. But yeah. I don't think I'm gonna upload this on YouTube exactly. I think maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I guess some things I'm just like there's some things I still would like to figure out about YouTube, I guess, in terms of what I would like to upload. I think on the talking channel, which this one will technically go on, I would like to talk about like, I guess, topicked videos, and I guess this is technically topicked, so should be fine. I'll probably just cut it up real quick. Yeah. It's really, I guess, because I really just want to talk about the idea of like, do you remember what to do, you know? Or are you gonna betray and destroy yourself for nothing? Which is the original quote that I thought of earlier with this whole idea. It's kind of memed nowadays. Yeah, it's like your greatest sin is having destroyed and betrayed yourself for nothing, because that's what happens whenever you don't do what you're supposed to do. You accomplish nothing, and you betray yourself. Not only betray yourself, you damage yourself. You destroy yourself. In every action, we have the power to love ourselves in our actions. Give our temple what it needs. And give ourselves what we need, so that we can give the world what it deserves. I guess one of my issues with uploading to YouTube is that I'd hate to negatively impact somebody. I'd hate to like have like a sort of like this negative mind space, or give like a negative mind space thing. Like, I don't know, I know just for myself, I've like watched videos and you know, I mean, anyways, I gotta go. That's really all I want to talk about. You know, be good, you know. That's all I ever really want to talk about, is how we can be good. Because it's all I ever think about. So long as I'm not like obviously avoiding the goodness, because with my constant influence of it, it's sort of like been a consistent thing throughout my life of like, I notice God and the goodness that is good for me. However, just like I guess sort of like the fact that that I have no choice in that sometimes bugs me. But it doesn't bug me anymore. It used to bug me because I was upset that I technically don't get a choice in this. But technically I do have a choice in this, you know. But choice isn't much of a choice if you think about it, man. Like, fuck, like yeah, choose suffering or suffering. But no, don't, yeah, but no, oh sorry, no, it's choose suffering or worse suffering. So yeah, but I mean, this suffering is much better. It's literally the goodness of the world. It's literally like the good side. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. You have a lovely day. You have a lovely day.